Hello, hi everyone. Good evening. I hope you're doing great. So let's start. So first of all, I would like to introduce that this session is going to be done by Neha Valecha. So my name is Ankita and I'm going to be your host for today. And I'm really thrilled to see people joining in from different part of the country and would love if you all can pin down where your states are from, where are you from, and also would love if you could just come on the camera. Would love to see your beautiful faces. Awesome. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I will go ahead and introduce the makeup artist, Miss Neha Valecha, one of my personal favorite and my role model. She is one of the most versatile makeup artists in the industry, and she has worked into different spectrums. She has been a modeling makeup artist, she's been a bridal makeup artist, an editorial makeup artist, theatrical makeup artist, and worked into different streams. She is one of the persons who has worked with designers like Tarun Tihalani and Mira Muzaffar Ali. She has also worked with British supermodel Naomi Campbell. So I hope all of you are excited. Let's dive in into the session. But before that, I would love to share today's agenda. All right. So the first thing, we're going to have the session with Neha Valecha ma'am, wherein she is going to do an hands-on demo session. Second, we will have a Q&A, wherein you can ask all your questions. And third, we will have a surprise for you after the end of the session. So stay tuned. So over to you, Neha ma'am. Let's dive in.
Hi, everyone. First of all, I want to thank you for your interest in our program and also for your time for today's webinar. Now, this webinar is created to do away with the doubts you have whether to go for an online setup or an offline setup. Here, when I say offline, I mean physical education. But when I say online, that is what I'm going to do here, do a demo and tell you how online is catching up and picking up all that importance. And why do I say that? Because first is accessibility. When you are in an online setup, accessibility is the first key point. When I say accessibility, what I mean? That you can do this course from the comfort of your home. You can access anytime the course and learn and begin with your learning. The second thing that I have in my mind is about you can do your practice while watching the video. So say suppose if you have a model, you have arranged for a model, you can go and pause and stop and do all the video, pause the video and do the demo there and then by just watching a bit and implementing on your model. Then obviously an online course is a versatile setup where when it comes to our program there have been a lot and lot of A-listers, makeup artists or renowned makeup artists who have already contributed to the curation of this course. Then if I say about the makeup program at AAFT Online, it's not only a makeup program, people. It is also about styling and hairstyling. So let's begin. When I do a demo in an online setup or when I'm teaching online, I'll tell you how it is easy for you to understand step by step. So let us begin. Now my model, she is prepared with her base and we are going to put all the colors on her face now. We will be doing her eye makeup. How do we place blusher, contour and lipstick? So let's begin. Now when it comes to doing a demo, before doing a demo, I want to tell you, when it comes to any art, what do? We follow the rules and then we break the rules to come out with our creativity. So every art involves that, right? So now let's begin. When it comes to makeup, and when I begin with her eye makeup, now certain rules that we have to keep in mind. Now, what kind of a eye shape is this? So as I see, my model has proper almond eyes. When I say almond eyes, it looks like an almond. Then there are a few other points Obviously, this is an almond eye, but there are different sets of eyes, shapes of eyes. So now let us begin. This is almond eye. It is deep set. When I say deep set, obviously I can see, close your eyes, I can see the lid when she opens her eyes. So that means it is deep set, right? So let's begin. I will tell you how do we start with the eye makeup. First and foremost, I will take little color like a I'm just putting a base color onto her eyelids. So I've taken, you can take any base, you can take concealer, you can take eye primers. Why do we put a eye base? Because obviously it is little lighter compared to the face. When I put it on the eyelid, the lighter color, the deposition of color, the eyeshadows become more potent. So let's begin. I'm put, as you can see, this is a light color, right? Compared to her face. So I'm just putting in, dabbing the color all the way up to the eye area. Okay. So this is our first step. Blended. Once you see harsh lines here, we will blend it. Dab it and then blend it. Over to the next eye. Can you turn your face towards me? I'm doing the same process to the other. Now, also, when I say, how do you hold a brush? When you hold the brush from, the front part of it, the pressure is more. See? And your model or your client will become very uncomfortable. But when you hold it from the back of it, the strokes and the pressure becomes the strokes become less harsh, and the model and everything, they become very comfortable and the pressure is less towards me. So I'm just blending it. So after this, what I'm gonna do, I'll take my powder. You can take any loose powder and remove the excess on the cap of it and dab the product in towards me. Now after this, I count till 5 so that my eyes are set to put, we can play with the colors after everything is set. We give it some time after the priming is done. Till that time, you have a lot of time to do the eyebrows. Now let's begin. When we do the eyebrows, we take a spoolie and brush it downwards. Now, the moment I brush it downwards, what do you see? Obviously, I see the gaps more prominently where I need to fill in the gaps, okay? The gaps are visible to me, and that is where I will start drawing my eyebrows. Now, in this course, we only not talk about, the steps. We also talk about different brushes, like we have eyebrow brush like this, which comes with little thin hair, and the way we draw eyebrows with this makes a little different effect. And when we have this angular brush, there's a different effect to it. So in this course, we are not only talking about steps, we also talk about different products. How many products are there for eyebrow filling? There's pomade, there's wax, there are transparent mascaras, then mascaras. We will be handling with everything when it comes to our online program. So it's not just that we are telling you the step that fill in and that is it. No, we will give you product knowledge as well. So to here today I'm taking a pomade Now with this brush, as it has, lighter hair towards the end, what does it do? When I put it, it becomes very natural when you're doing eyebrows. But when you put with the angular brush, which is this one, it becomes very, you have to be very light handed while doing it, because then you're filling it like that and you have to see, you can't take a lot of product and put it. But with the lighter hair here, it becomes very easy, and the deposition of product is also very less. So that is how we do it, and I brush it up. Now, when it comes to the inner corner of the eyes, don't dip in the product again, because we want to. So, when it comes to eye makeup, it is always opening the space. So, we have to keep lighter and go darker. Okay. So, this is how we are doing it. Fill it, merge it. So, this is one side of the eyebrow. I've done it with a pomade. Now, let me show you one more product, which is an eyebrow filler pen. So again, it also comes in a comb form, which is like this. Now, how do you use this? We just use it like a sketch pen, keeping in mind that the outer tail is little darker towards me, like that. And the lighter goes vertical and lighter with the pressure. So it's just like a sketch pen, right? So with the pen, when you're doing it, the tail, it is in slant formation. But when you're doing the front part of it, we go in vertical manner towards. Sometimes when there is a problem in filling the eyebrows, you can always tell your model to raise her eyebrows. So the moment they raise their eyebrows, you see this line here, and you know where to move the brush, where to move the pen, or where to move the pomade. And my eyebrows are done. Now my eyelids are well prepared to start with the eye color. Now, before putting the eye color, I have to tell you two basic rules of doing an eye makeup. Either the makeup moves vertical, which is lighter to darker, or darker to lighter, or otherwise it moves horizontal, which is lighter to darker or darker all the way. So let's begin. Now here, what I'm going to do is I'll take a crease color, which is a brown shade, and I'll place it here. Now the moment of the brush is round. Okay. And what am I doing? I'm playing with the horizontal technique where it is dark and goes lighter inside. Now when I go like that, it is in circular motion. Now earlier when we used to do makeup, we used to make a harsh V here. We do not do that anymore. We'll keep it very light like that. So what we are doing is holding the brush like that, swiping it like that, and blending it in circular motion. So the moment you do it, you'll feel the bone. And that is how it is supposed to be done. In her case, it is deep set. So we already see the crease line. We don't have to work too much here. But when it comes to monolith, sometimes the socket is not visible. That is where we draw the crease. Not to confuse you all. It's just little details that we have to learn and all the rules. But here I'm just doing makeup in horizontal form. So one side will be horizontal, the other side will go vertical. So like that, we place the product, move in circular motion, then go once we feel the bone, there where we blend it. Okay. Now, when it comes to blending, make it a point that it looks like it is coming from within. Nothing is put on. So I can't make a stark line here and leave it like that. I need to blend it. This is done. Now, similarly, I'll take the same color and show you another way. How do we do it? When you see such crease line, don't panic. It is all set. What we have to do is take the finger with light pressure. We just do away with the crease, the lines that we see. Again, it is all set. Now, when we do vertical, what do I mean? I will do it all over the lid. Now, when I'm placing the color, I'm only going till the lid, not going above it because she has prominent eyelid. So I'm just filling in the lid. And once I'm doing it, I'll bring it down like that so that so this is how it moves vertical and this is how it moves horizontal. Now I've used the same color on both the eyes, okay? Now what do I do with this eye? I'll take the same brush, remove the excess of the product on my brush, take a lighter color. It could be any color. You that color selection totally depends on you. I'm taking a lighter color and I'll dab it here. Now when I'm moving in circular motion, I'm merging both the colors, blending both together. It should look part of a picture, not that separate colors are just put on through the eyes. We are creating a picture here, should be in harmony. Now, I am a big lover of keeping everything subtle. Not too much is not my thing. You can obviously go darker, put more colors, go more harsh. It's okay. But this is how mostly I do makeup. Now, when I'm doing the highlight, I'm using the same color from the arch and filling it till here. Not all the way. So this is my arch and this is where I'm placing the highlighter color. So, so this is how it looks here. When it comes to that eye, we can do a variation because I can use the lighter color also here, but let's do this is a little day look. Let's do a night affair here. I've put the pink, taken a little darker note like a viney color here, wine color, and I'll place it here. So this is how my makeup moves vertical. Now I'll change my brush because there's too much color there. I'm taking another fluffy brush, taking the same color and moving it vertically. Now, when you see a patch or harsh line there, this is where blending comes in. We blend more like that in circular motion again, moving it down, circular, down, and it will look blended. Going back with the same color that we use on the crease, the lighter, and blending it. What's me? So when I was doing makeup here, I moved my brush like that, and here I moved it vertically. Blending is key to eye makeup. I'll take the same highlighter color here, the lighter, and put it here. And when you are placing the color, it goes like that. When you're blending, go down like that. The brush moment change like that. So this is a day affair. Lighter, you can go lighter here also. And this is a dark thing going on. Now, let's do eyeliner. When it comes to eyeliner and you're doing day makeup, always stick to a brown color. Now, it is completely, it depends on the client and your own preference. But obviously, we are doing a day thing here. So I'll just take a brown eye pencil and move it very close to the lash line. Now here you don't have to be very neat with the application. Why? Because I'll tell you. When I'm doing it like that, I'm keeping it close to the lash line. And after this, I'll take a brush, a flat blending brush, and move it down towards me. So whenever we are doing blending, we move down. We don't do like that or do up, because when you see, when you're doing eyes, it is always dark and then it fades away. Whenever you're smudging a liner, it should not be that you're smudging it in a way that it becomes light all the way. We want to keep more color towards the lash line, towards me. Open your eyes, look at me. So my day makeup is almost over. Let's go to the night thingy. And what I'm gonna do is I'll take a pot eyeliner, take my angular brush. Now again, when you're doing eyeliner, it depends how comfortable you are with the kind of brush you want to use. But with time and experience, you will get comfortable with every kind, brush. But now let me use a angular brush here. I'm dipping it in. Now, when you're doing an eyeliner, how do you get the perfect cat eye? Tell your model to look up, opposite, make a mark on the on the ceiling. Take the brush from the lower lash line. We create a flick like that. Okay, so that is my mark where I'm gonna draw the eyeliner. Now tell your model to close her eyes, close your eyes, and this is how we fill in. Open your eyes. Now my eyeliner came in one go. It's all about the techniques that you learn. So that is how it is done. Close your eyes. Look up. When you're telling her to look up again, just to fill in whatever skin is visible there, again go to the same mark. and tell her that I won't hurt you while doing it, and you're done. So this is how it is done. And when you replicate the look on the other eye, always balance it. Even if you go wrong, it's okay. We have earbuds, we have wipes, we have a lot of things to, clear off the excess. It's okay. Initially, we all go wrong, but then we always do it properly. Now, here again, I'll go with the brown here little bit, and I'll show you how do you flick this also. It's that easy. Just moving the brush like that, and see the flick is there. Now, when it comes to the lower waterline, how do you fix it? Look up towards me. Now, when you're doing this part, we are using a pencil brush. Now, how do you hold the brush? We don't hold the brush and poke it right inside the eyes. We hold it like that and we fill it in. Now, let me show you how. I'll take the color. I'm taking a brown and moving it like that. Little pink brown rust kind of a shade and moving it like that. You can always build darker. Now I'm taking little darker note and placing it right in the middle. Not all the way, only the middle of her eyeball, like that. Look at me. Yeah. When you're doing the lower lash line, always make it a point you don't join it, together. Now this is how it is done. I'll take the lighter color, the highlighter we use on the brow bone, and look up, and I'll place it here. Similarly here, also I'll go with the color and just give a shading, not too much because this is a night day makeup and not a night makeup. Now this is done. Next up is my mascara. Now I'm taking my mascara and will demonstrate the correct way of using it. I'll tell my model to close her eyes, and I'll place my thumb right there. Why? Because when you do it, the color should be on your thumb, not on her eyelid. Now, once you're done, first the lower part of the lash, and then we go above it. Close your eyes. Put it, zigzag it, put it like that, zigzag it. And trust me, if you know how to do your mascara correctly, you don't have to use falsies. Look at me and see how open it looks and how it instantly given that factor where I see her eyes wide open up. Now, when I come here, again, I'll tell her to close her eyes, do the lower part, and then the upper part of the lash. Now, open your eyes. Now, trust me, whenever it is on the eyelid, never go with your cleanser and dip it in and remove it. Let it be there because mascara comes with the property which quickly dries onto your skin and you can peel it off. So you don't have to worry there. Look up. Here also, I will just use my mascara in a vertical way. Look at me. And it looks wide open and all brighten up eyes. Now let me go with the So I'll skip the kajal here, but that said, I can definitely do it. Look up. And I'm just filling in the kajal. Look at me. So that is all about my eye makeup. I hope you liked it. Now let's move to contouring and the blusher part. When I'm using a contourer, how do we know how to cut the face, give that chisel look? There's only two ways. One is from the tip of the ear going straight, and with people who are mature or have a lot of fat, we go from the earlobe down. Okay? From the tip of the ear here or from here till here. I'll take the contourer. My model is not old, have proper face, so we don't have to cut it too much. So I'm taking the contourer and placing it right here. Tell her to make a fish face and I'll just place it. Now, here it is sorted, but what you know how to mark it when it comes to the front of the face. You will place your brush like that. So you can take a pencil right now. I'm taking a pencil here. So I'll place it here. Wherever I feel the bone, I will mark it like that. And then I blend upwards and make a C kind of formation here. So till here, blending it up and going it right like that. Here also, please come this side. Doing the same thing here. Taking my contourer. Now, when it comes to Indian skin tone, don't go with too harsh contouring methods. Go with lighter to dark, however deep you want to make it. Again, I'm placing it in here, putting it here, going it up like that, and making a C formation here. So this is all about it when it comes to cheek contouring, and when it comes to jawline, it is from behind of the ear, going straight like that. And when there's somebody who's fat, we go little above and cut the whole thing. But here she is not, does not have too much of fat here. Her face is not that bubbly, so we don't have to do much and blend it downwards. And she is ready. Now, if I have to put blush, then I'll take a pink color. I'm taking a pink color and I'll tell her to smile. Smile more, more. So I can put it here and blend it up here, or two ways of doing it, either from here or here and here. Just over where we contoured, giving a lifting effect here like that. And here we can go from the cheekbone and blending it up. So there are two ways of doing it. And both are right. It depends how, sorry, it depends how do you want it. When I do blusher, I put it here also and then here also. Why? Because I'm giving that warmth to her face. Now let's go to lipstick application. I want to keep it very natural and nude because I have played with such colors on her face. So I'm just taking a tint. We'll take it from a brush, not directly applying on her lips because hygiene again is very important. Now when I put a tint, I dab. I don't place it all over because I want to give that effect, which is very muted. So she's ready, and that is all about color here when we do a demo. And we have played with all the rules. Now, in this course, it is just a face type that we have worked on, but with our course, you learn in details, very in-depth knowledge. We talk about different face shapes, eye shapes, techniques, and all of that. So she's ready, and this is how her makeup looks like. I hope you liked it, everyone.